Is that Thunberg girl? Is that a Swedish girl?
Which one?
Greta Thunberg.
Oh yeah, she's Swedish.
Oh my god.
Okay,
why didn't
Phineas,
you
did you
keep
get
her?
it to work?
Yeah, I'm just like to see where it goes. How are you guys?
Hey, how are you doing?
We're fine. I'm glad you were here because we we went to the direction of the Greta Thunberg thing, and then not much good will come of that probably.
Let me Google it.
No,
Can you
no,
can you spell it for me?
no, don't. I mean, I'll just spare it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Now I know her. Even in my Bible.
Yeah, very very nice girl. Knows everything about everything. Hey, Phidias, you're in South Africa, right?
Yeah,
And
in the
and
past 3 years now.
and it's 9 p.m. where we are. What time is it where you are?
10 p.m.
Oh, just an hour's difference.
Yeah,
Okay, I didn't
yeah.
know.
No.
Recently, completely off topic, but recently I found out that some like time zones and countries have like 30 minutes time difference. Did you know that?
No.
I hadn't heard of it.
That-
It's real. Like I was looking, and some of them have like, if it's 9 p.m. where we are, then it's 9:30 where they are. It was so weird. I haven't looked into why, but apparently that is a thing. So now you've learned that that's a thing, and you're welcome. No problem. Hey, Phidias, just let's start out by if you could give us some sort of like short introduction about yourself and what Galaxiators is, that would be great, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, okay. I'm just looking at your potential book cover. Let me just snap out of it. It's look amazing.
Thank you.
Right. Okay, so my name is Phidias. That's the name I was born with for sure.
Oh, your
My
real
parents
name?
just look at them. Yeah, my parents just look at it and say, how are we going to give him a rough life? How are we going to grow strong? So just...
Well, yeah. My real name isn't Big Zombie Nut, by the way.
Isn't it?
No. I'll just come right out saying that. It's true. But go ahead.
Okay.
I'm
Are
sorry.
you Joe?
Yeah.
Is it Joe Rogan?
Yeah. He's my brother. Yeah.
Yeah, I knew this voice is familiar. Right. So a little about me, as much as I can tell, because real life, obligations, contracts, wife. So I'm in my mid-30, living in South Africa for a couple of years now. My background is really diverse. I've been in my army most of my life, and just a few years, before a few years, I decided that I want to do something else. Started to study industrial design, changed it to animation and film, and after spending a few years in front of the screen, I decided that it's not for me, and went into special effects for film and TV shows, like doing explosion and miniatures and all kind of that stuff. And yeah, and then COVID got me back in front of the computer, and then I learned about NFTs, and the rest is history. So that's my first project. I did draw some one-on-ones NFTs in Foundation, but it was just like the introduction. But yeah, that's about me.
Cool.
And as for Galaxiator, I wasn't ready to talk about it, but I think the best. So yeah, first of all, I think that the main thing that drawn me into the NFT is the potential of doing other things with it. It it wasn't about the collection, it was the utility. I think you guys are in the same zone more or less.
Yeah.
Yeah, just see how we can incorporate it with other stuff that interests us. So doing gaming, game design was my dream job. Never had the guts to do it. I did went for animation, but and yeah, so it started with that, and the beginning was supposed to be a very humble project, but then I woke up in the middle of the night and decided, okay, why should I do only one collection when I can do 11 in one? And that was the last time I got to sleep.
It should be noteworthy for like everyone here who hasn't made their own collection to make such like separate entities within your NFT is literally like creating multiple NFTs in one. Like, so for each race that Phidias is doing, it's literally, you know, like you 11x the work.
Yeah, it's a great idea. Awesome. Yeah.
Horrible idea.
Yeah.
Don't do it. If you have any potential new project creator, don't do that. Stick to the basic. Use paint.
Yeah. Paint. That is about the breadth of my artistic talent is paint and some Photoshop, but usually, I mean, well, sometimes I show it off in the server and it's horrible. I'm a horrible artist.
Really?
Yeah. So, and first off, I believe you first launched on ETH. Is that correct?
Yes, we did in mid-October.
Yeah.
And that was just before when the gas fees just went crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I think like a day or two before that.
Yeah.
And in the middle of the pre-sale, we had a long pre-sale back then, and that just was horrible. It was.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, I heard from so many projects. So we did try to outlive it, but it just went on and on. I think until now. It was really funny because when we just deploy our burn-in contract for the Immutable X migration, and when we deploy the contract, then the gas fee for, I think the first time since we launched was under 50.
Oh.
So we just so we managed to to find the two borders, the beginning and the end of this. And anyway, so we did launch there. It was a tough experience, very costly. I won't share here how many Ether it was just to deploy contract and the lists and everything, but we did spend several Ether just on that.
Yeah.
And we just can't wait to get out of there, to be honest.
And so like timeline wise, right? You do the ETH launch in October, and how much time before that went by? So how much time was between you learning about like even the existence of NFTs in general and starting your own collection?
Okay, so I think I was first introduced to NFTs about a year before that.
Okay.
But I had several months of just ignoring ignoring it and thinking it's a scam and it will burst and it has no future, and like most of the artists do.
Yeah.
But around it was, I think, around March, April, like 6 months before we launched, that I really got into it.
Yeah.
After, a good friend of mine, who is also the co-creator of Galaxiator, pushed me kept on pushing. So it took us, I think, the idea behind Galaxiator was way before that, just to convert it into the NFT space that took us around 4 or 5 months to...
Originally, the Galaxiator idea, did you, like, if you say that it was earlier than were you first planning to make it into a game, or so it was alive before you knew about NFTs?
To be honest, the story side of it was alive for a long time, the concept.
Yeah.
And we wanted to make it into miniature. And to make it we did want to make an arena game, computer game, but you'll have to buy the miniature, and they'll have this scan code or a chip that like NFTs basically. That if you own that miniature, then only then the character will appear inside the game.
I believe that Disney had something like that, right? I seem to remember my kids had it. What is the name?
Yeah, I remember. I don't remember the name. I was referred to it many times. I don't remember. It was not on the computer. It was one of the consoles that did it. You'll have to. Yes, so that was To be honest, I haven't got.
Skylanders, someone mentioned.
Yeah, that was it.
Skylanders.
Yeah, and then Disney made some sort of like not spin-off, but something like that. But I know the concept. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was that's how it started. But once we got familiar with NFT, then it was just a perfect fit. So it just.
And like in your time when you were doing like special effects, animation, have you worked on anything that we would know?
I doubt it. No, most of them were indie productions.
Yeah.
And if I'll give the only one that you might know, if I'll name the only project that you might know, then I will give up my
oh no
my location. And then,
no, I get it.
Again, contracts and such, I will be in trouble. But, but special in my country where I came from, special effects and like all those sci-fi, fantasy genre are really in the diapers. Don't get big production there, so it was mostly indie and short films and such.
Is there like a lot of movie production in South Africa?
There is all the production of frens. Like it used to be a very big hub for filmmaking.
Yeah,
we have all kind of settings here, from desert to jungles to mountains.
Oh yeah, very varied landscape.
Country.
Yeah.
I think the last movie, the Hollywood movie that was filmed here, it's what's called Red Sea Resort Club. It's about the Mossad and his operation they ran in Ethiopia with Chris Evans.
Oh, yeah, I know him.
Yeah, I think it's maybe it's on Netflix. I'm not sure, but when we arrived to South Africa, they were filming it. So yeah, we saw the settings and everything. Yeah. So,
and you said that you never had I can't remember if you had the guts or the balls, but it sort of means the same thing, to go into like the gaming development side or to explore that itch. But now you sort of have done that with the Galaxiators, right?
Yeah, so I did work as an animator on some games, but to make one of my own, it was like far-fetched for me. I'm an old school, in my time, video games and gaming was just a hobby. And still, I think it took me some time to shake it off me.
Yeah, you had to get into the mindset of it even being a real possibility.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I get it. So the art that we see on like the Galaxiators themselves, that is your work. You made that.
Google Images.
What?
Yeah, it is. To be honest, I really didn't want to do the art for this project.
Yeah.
I wanted to find someone else. I couldn't stand the thought of sitting in front of a computer drawing, and when you create a project and manage it, you have to look above the macro, not the micro.
Yeah, I see. Yeah.
So we did scout, and we had some talented artists like trying out, but with the time limit, because we did want to catch, we knew that it's going to grow very fast.
Yeah.
And if we wait too long, it's going to be flooded and it would be hard to stand out. Anyway, it took us a long time, longer than we wanted, but we had this urgency. So one night I just say, okay, I'll try it. And then from then I just again, didn't sleep ever since. But the Photoshop, doodling, even now, it's all I do all day while trying to.
I mean, it looks incredible. Like it's
thank you.
honestly, it's amazing. Like if anyone is listening in and you haven't looked at Galaxiators.com, would definitely go there and take a look. I mean, it's such a
Thank you.
yeah. It's so different from like your regular 24 pixel average NFTs that I mean it just looks awesome.
You know what? When I look at your art, I was like, okay, that looks like my lines. And when I drew, I did this like a collab poster.
Yeah.
And drawing the squirrel just like natural. And I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, I don't want to. I tried to make it my own style, but then it came out just exactly like yours. So.
Yeah, maybe we'll ask you
But
for the next drop because you have nothing to do, right, all day.
No, I'm free. Yeah, sure. I can start now.
Okay, that's good.
No, so I really love your art. I must say it. It's,
Well, thanks. We appreciate it. Like I won't take any credit because I'm shit at art, but I like it as well.
You must send me something of yours now. I'm not gonna browse the announcement. Maybe I can.
Yeah, well,
that could be the next live stream. Is
me drawing.
Doing a drawing. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'll be on. Tell me when.
We'll break the internet.
I'll miss my own lunch if needed.
Hey, and like you are doing like the different races, and we are at like 2 races are out now, right?
Yes. 2 races are out, and I'm working on the 3rd one.
Yeah, and like give me a sense of how much time does it take you to make a race? Like how much time do you spend on drawing the assets?
Mm-hmm. The assets or the race itself? The race itself should usually take me. The previous one took me between a day or 2.
Yeah.
Once I have the idea, it usually takes you longer when you play with the shapes and everything. And but once it's there, then the drawing itself it's not that hard. But making all the assets work with that, with the form and shape and even coloring, you change it once you need to change a little. Then that's the heavy part. That's like double the time.
Yeah.
And now that we decided to drop 1 race every week, which is very logical decision to make. After
of course.
Decide to do 11 races, then why not just drop them every week? And so I got 1 week to do each. But to be honest, it's fun. It's like keeping you, I wouldn't say sharp, but on it. So,
it's funny. We were talking about I was talking about the colors with Death Knot yesterday because I like our art, but some of the people have mentioned that when the shading is done, sometimes like the drawings that we have get sort of like murky or muddy, or it sort of flows together. Like it's more of a too dark sometimes. And I was telling Death Knot my great grandfather is actually or was he's been dead for a while, was a painter, and like every ounce of talent he had is died out. So I have nothing of that. But he I remember first seeing like a painting of his, and because every member of the family has a painting of him, except me. Because they are hideous. They are so ugly. They are awful. And and you know why they're awful? I mean the scenes they're pretty. Like he can paint a forest, and it's clearly a forest, and it's beautiful. But the colors are like gray and green and brown, and it's all shitty. And like one day when I was like, I don't know, 9 or 10, I asked my grandma, like, why is the painting so ugly? And she laughed, and then she said, because the painter was a good painter, but he was colorblind, so he couldn't see the colors. And I always thought that was very funny that you chose a career of painting with you being colorblind. That's just something so special. But
I
that's
really hope you don't have any family members listening right now.
well, I mean, I'm not. They would forgive me because I constantly say these kind of things. But I mean, you have to admit it's funny, right? I mean, how can you pick that career as a painter and then being colorblind? But you know, that's a side note. And you're like you launched on ETH, and then at what point did you make the transition to IMX?
Wow. Well, after I think it was 2 weeks of being online and
Yeah.
just thinking on what to do and what should the next profession should be.
Yeah.
Um, and then I met Zila
Yeah.
from Astro Bros. And, just a quick chat with him just opened my mind to other possibilities. Because it was so fixed on doing it on layer 1, the Ether,
Yeah.
We've been told that's the biggest community, and that's like if you want your project to be big, that's the place to go. Never mind the fees; it will sort out in the
Yeah.
and and after a quick chat with him and some digging into Immutable and seeing what's going on there, then it was just clear. It took us some time because we were, it's a big transition, and when you started to build a community, just tell them, okay, guys, pack your stuff. We are moving to something completely different. It took us some time to do that, but to be honest, the community was very, very positive. I don't think we did get a lot of questions about it, how to do it, and what the process will be. But so far, it's been they've been very supportive of that, and. When we got here, we're still not here, but when we started talking, meeting you guys and other projects and seeing what's going on here, then it was just, it
was a clear choice.
Yes, just a different vibe. Something like what we are doing now. You won't be able to do it unless you pay, I don't know, a few eaters to the promoter or,
that's true.
To the layer 1 Joe Rogan.
Yes, you're right.
I don't know who that is, but I'm sure he charges a lot, much more than you.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, by the way, send me your wallet address so I can sort it out.
I didn't get paid anything. Like Death Note probably got paid. I get paid nothing.
Oh, was I not supposed to mention the 100 ETH? Oh, sorry.
Made me think of that meme, like with the kid asking, "Are you guys getting paid?" That's
oh yeah.
And like because I noticed it's December 16 today, and you had that Google form up for people that had minted at layer 1 Galaxiators, and they had to pick either to re-roll or to transfer to layer 2, right?
Yes. Now I'm so happy you minted one of ours.
Yeah, I minted 2.
Really?
Yeah, I minted one of the 2 of each race because I'm not a racist. I just take 2.
Mm-hmm. No. And you got a good one if I remember correctly. I don't remember which one, but I remember you got.
I got a blue,
solid,
a blue cool one. Yeah.
A blue cool one. Yeah, that's. I know that one. Yes,
like a Smurf.
Right. Yeah. So I don't remember your question. I'm sorry.
Oh no problem. I said that you for the people that minted already a Galaxiator, there was, if I'm not mistaken, there was a deadline for today where they had to fill out the form, right?
Yes, we do. We're gonna push it until the launch itself.
Oh, good.
2 hours before the launch to give people more time because I see it takes some time to reach everyone.
Yeah.
We're gonna. So we are giving 2 options to make this migration more exciting for those who already minted. You can either just get the same token that you minted on layer 1 on Immutable, and we did add the new options, which is the reroll. Basically, you can own your own token on our website if one of our holders listening, and then you can just mint a a new token from the same race
Cool.
on Immutable once it drops.
Cool.
So you get two options here. One is the reroll, which you'll have to pay just the gas fee for the burn.
Yeah.
And the minting, because unless you have Ether in your Immutable Leaks account.
Yeah.
And but if not, you want the same token, then it's on us. You don't have to do anything, just fill the form and you will be shipped there.
Yeah,
hopefully
cool.
in one piece. Let's see about that.
I did that because I was too lazy to read up on the real rolling, so I just filled out the form and kept my my Galaxiators. No, I wanted to mention that. So if anyone has already minted a Galaxiator, make sure you fill out the form, and it makes life easier for Phidias, I assume. And for like team-wise, you're responsible for the art. Tell me about the other team members and like what are their roles and what do they do?
Okay, right. So I think our most sorry, I just something popped up and took a. Okay, there we go. So as for the team, normally you will see me and our admins. We have a lot of brilliant admins here on Discord, but behind me I have one silent co-creator partner, which basically does the heavy lifting of managing and doing the marketing and working, because it's going to be a game and there is a lot of outsourcing in this. We have animator, we have a gaming studio, a small one that works with us. So
also South African or different country?
No, different
okay.
country. Somewhere in Europe.
Okay. In a secret base underground.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, I understand.
In given time, we're gonna give the location, but for now we're gonna leave it at that.
Sure.
But and other than that, we have a brilliant dev team. We have 3 devs that working on the contract and all the programming behind it, doing the integration between the games and the tokens. It's going to be and the game itself, because it's going to be auto beta, and we want to make it also one that you can watch, spectate on the live stream. It has to be interesting. Each battle should feel different. It should be, you must have so many endings to every action and every fight. So it's a lot of programming, which is what we do right now. They just sit on the computer and run, I don't know how you call it, like commands and functions and whatnot to see the outcomes and they play with it. So it will be also logical. Okay, so it is random, but it's a game. And
it needs to be balanced, right?
Yeah, exactly. Because if you take the right decision, you should get the right outcomes and not just everything is random. Then that's not fun.
No, but that's like one of the things on my list was like you have the races and you need to do the smart contract, etc. But like the most complex / time-consuming thing will probably be integrating that into the game and making it playable. So that must ask a lot of like management time from you guys to make sure it all works, right?
Yes, exactly. That's what most of my team is doing right now. Okay, I'm here, I'm drawing, I'm having fun. They are just programming, because it's not just about building the game. It's understanding, especially when you tokenize the game and you want people to you need to understand what you can do and what you can't do with that.
Yes.
Like what elements can be tokenized and you can give people, and how it advances and what's the effect inside the game. So we really want to figure everything out as soon as possible. So later on we can start like distributing the tokens and giving to the people. So it's a different approach than you normally would in game development.
Yeah, no, I get it. Like it's more complex. It has a layer of added complexity to it.
Yes, because if we won't do it now and just develop a game and then start to think how we're going exactly to go about putting on the blockchain, and then I think it's going to be a disaster.
I know.
The right way to go, and I've seen it in other games, and trying to avoid it as much as possible.
Is there like because you are you've been looking into this for a while, of course, but is there like a another game out there, blockchain like based or integrated that you would give as a good example, or like a something that you would aspire to?
Well, in the blockchain, I can't name a certain blockchain project. We did draw inspiration for many of them, not just gaming.
Yeah.
But if you want to get the vibe we are going for, again, it's not one to one. It's not exactly going to be the same. But there is a game that is on Steam. It's not a blockchain game.
Yeah.
It's called Domina, which is a gladiator management game.
Yeah.
But it's so fun to watch it. That was one of our main inspiration for the game itself.
Okay, cool.
And if you want to go a little bit further, and I'm giving some of our stuff out, there is I don't know if you heard about it, Salty Bats.
No, but I'm a boomer, so that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
Luckily, I have younger people in my team. That,
I'm like
stuff.
Super Mario
So
and those kind of things.
Yeah, strong.
But sorry, I interrupted.
No, it's okay. It's all good. So Salty Bat is, if I'm not mistaken, the name of the engine it sits on is called Bugle. It's like this open source open source engine for gaming, and what you can do is just put all kind of characters on it.
Yeah.
Okay, from all games, and it just do random battles. It's
Okay.
very random, and it's going live 24 hours, 24/7.
Yeah.
And people place bets on it. So just
Cool.
like, so it's something that also gave us a lot of inspiration. It's not real money. It's not real bet. It's not tokenized or on the blockchain.
Yeah.
But we did see the amount of people watching it, and it just felt right to integrate it in our model.
It's so like
So,
for
yeah,
me, it's hard sometimes to wrap my mind around. But like just like you said, like if you look at Twitch, like the amount of people watching other people play a game is mind-boggling. And for me, like it's just weird because I like playing games, but I don't like watching other people play games. But it's a big thing, right?
Okay, now definitely the boomer is coming out.
Yes, I mean.
No, because I'm with you on that. I remember when I was little, we sitting in front of the Megazone.
Yeah.
And you can't get to wait your turn. You don't want to watch other people play.
Yes, let me play.
You want to get the remote. What's going on with people? Now everybody wants the remote. They're giving it freely and watching the other. No,
Yes.
that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I thought that the only people watching Twitch were like watching the bikini girl sitting in the bathtub for that reason, but they're actually watching games.
Is there? I'm not familiar with this part of Twitch.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Anyway, you need to send me the links later with your.
You're missing out.
Yeah, I'm getting educated here.
Yeah. No, we'll get you up to speed, but it's actually it's interesting because I was looking at the game that you just mentioned, the Domina thing, and it really has that like arena. What is that movie called? Gladiator. That sort of vibe, right? The Ben-Hur battle vibe.
Yes.
Very cool.
You have a lots of game like this. To be honest, it's not something new. I'm a big history fan, nerd, and had many trips to Italy and Europe, and just dig in all of this vibes. So I'm trying to give it with a new cover, making it a little bit more sci-fi and intergalactic. But that's if you look at our all of our weird roles and names and that stuff that make everybody confused in our server. So everything is coming from the area and
cool. Like timeline wise, right? Because you said that the plan is to like launch a new race every week.
Yeah.
So what are we looking at? When is like when is the first IMX race dropping?
Okay, so the first race, so at Ether, we dropped 2 races at once. The
Yeah.
big launch, the turn not so big. So we had 2 races at once,
Yeah.
and now we're taking it a step back. Okay, as we want to make this more easy on the minters.
Yeah.
So we drop in 1 race at a time. We're starting tomorrow with the pre-sale, and on Saturday we're dropping the first race, which already features and revealed to everyone. And then after a week, the second race. After 2 weeks, it's going to be the first new race that we really reveal in this.
Okay. Yeah.
This part. So yeah. So
Did I hear you say tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
That's the pre-sale, but most people here already missed that chance, so I won't draw salt under the wounds.
No. It's all good. Like so tomorrow is like race 1, then the week after, which is going to be like the day before Christmas?
Wow, I don't know.
Yeah, you don't celebrate Christmas.
I don't know. No, all I do is draw on Photoshop. That's all I do. And Discord. You
do know that it's December, right?
Yeah, but what year?
Yeah, like the...
You don't know as well, yeah.
Yeah, it's
got you.
2020 something.
We are living in an alternate reality here.
Yeah, it's a simulation. Sure. We're being controlled by reptilian shapeshifters, but that's a different talk for a different time. And we are going to see then the third race at the end of this year or the beginning of the new year.
Let me do some calculation now. No, yeah, it's gonna be just in the end of this year.
Okay,
it's gonna
cool.
Be the third race. So just if we have time, I don't know the timeline here, but the time frames. But the thing is, we are working. I'm working together with an AI program.
Yeah.
That does basically it creates all the description of the trace, and I get to work to take the verbal description, it's like text that gives me what planet is coming from, what's like the most the main traits of that race, like evil lizards, like you mentioned before.
Yes, reptilian shapeshifters, correct.
Reptilian shapeshifters. Yeah. Oh yeah. I know that one.
Yeah.
Right. So I work with that, trying to make it into something aesthetic, and so what we're gonna do every week once we drop the race. Okay, we're going on live and working this AI in front of all of the community, getting those outputs, and then hopefully, and I will share this process with my stream my desktop, and show how we go about taking those texts and making it into.
I think that's a great idea. I think it's one of the like honestly for me, like I joke that I'm a shit artist, and it's no joke, it's the truth. But like for mortals like me, seeing someone make it like in real time, seeing someone actually draw it and seeing it come to life is borderline magical. So I think that's a great opportunity to to make video of, to live stream it, and to share that with the world, because it's an incredible thing to see if you like me, if you it's just something special, similar to when you see like someone that's a really good athlete or something do it like effortlessly. We in general we like to watch that sort of thing. It's borderline poetic.
Yeah, I think what I should do is like take a camera and take a footage of myself while I'm doing it.
Yeah.
That will balance everything, show you exactly how it is.
And wear a bikini. That's important. Yes.
Oh my god. Yeah. Sometimes they do, you know. I have no idea what I'm wearing while doing it. And just.
I mean, just go for it. And like for each, give me the numbers. How many of each race are there going to be?
I don't know.
Oh, that's a good answer.
Yes, I have no idea.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the most hard thing to translate to others. So the thing is that program,
Yeah.
evil program, makes us work hard, and also it does dictate how much of each race we're gonna produce, how rare it's gonna be. We have no idea until we create it on the spot. So yeah, it gives us. We have three options. Okay, we have the most let's say the biggest volume drop we can have is 999 NFTs tokens for that race.
Yeah.
And we have three options. Okay, so the middle one is 666, and the smallest is 333. So that AI
I see.
decided which the law is which ship is going to send to fetch that race, to capture that race from its home planet.
Yeah.
And based on that ship, the capacity of it, that's how we get the volume of the drop, and that's also dictate the price of it, which is.
I see. Oh, that's interesting. So you have a certain like if it's going to be 333, the min price is going to be higher, and if it's 999, then it's going to be lower.
Yeah, exactly.
See.
And the thing is, as an artist, the most interesting part is that we basically start with nothing. Okay, we do have a basic backstory and everything, but we have no idea at the end what galaxy, what world we are building. You know, what the races that will be. We have no idea.
Yeah.
So it's like this program does everything. It's expanding our universe as we go along together with the community. That's what really I've been meaning behind.
Interesting. And is there a plan to make a Margot Robbie inspired race?
I'm sorry, is True asked that question? Right?
Well,
that's coming from him.
Yeah, I promised. I promised. So I'm sorry, but I promise.
Yeah, I should talk with my back-end developer, and I know, give him the slip, Margot Robbie, put it inside.
Yeah, please talk about your back end and Margot Robbie. That's important, please. And
so my back end is Margot Robbie.
Yeah. Well, in that case, you really got a live stream.
In between movies and yeah.
Yeah, I like that. And
maybe I should start with that next time.
Help me out with the Domina for that example, and you say that there's a lot of those games. Is there a AI component to that, in the sense that is there computer that takes care of some of the gameplay, or is everything done by the players themselves? I'm just thinking, if you don't have enough players, where does in the beginning, right? Where does the gameplay come from then? How does that work?
Am I asking about my project or
well, no, in general, if let's say you have whatever, you have 1,000 players, then not all of them are playing 24 hours a day, presumably. Mm-hmm. So how does that work? NPCs.
So some games overcome it by you don't have to watch it live. It doesn't have to happen live. You can put your stake, your team of gladiators or your champions, and he just do the auto battling himself.
Okay.
And then you come back and you see the results afterwards. So then even if you have 1,000 players or so, most of them will probably just want to get leveled up and gain more money or whatever each fight gives you. So they just put it there and make it work, and then then you get a big pool that doesn't rely on players being available at the moment.
Yeah.
And you also usually have an option like some call it training, some call it like offline, and then you just fight against the computer.
Yeah, okay,
then,
that was my
you can
point.
also-
Yeah.
Yes, yes. No, it does. We are not going to do it. We do, but it's going to be a special event. Our base is going to be player versus player.
Yeah.
And we do want to make some expansions that player versus environment. But the basic goal will be to, and hopefully as we grow, again, you can stack also in our project. You stack your team or your single gladiator in the arena, and he does the battling. He comes back. You have a cooldown. You can change your tactics, your equipment, etc., and then you send him off back.
Okay, I get it.
So
and if you lose, then you don't. Well, obviously, if you lose, you don't win. That's a very big brain comment. But if you
yes,
yeah, but if you win, you gain like experience and prize money. Is that how I should look at it?
Yeah. Anyway, you can experience. The question is how much.
Oh, okay.
Because everybody, even if you lose, you can experience that. That's like life. We wanted to put that.
Yeah.
In the game, and also what's more interesting, just experience point, is other effects that the outcomes of the battles can have, like moral, and if they were wounded, how badly were they wounded? If they've been decapitated, that's going to take some time to recover from.
Yeah, that usually takes some time.
Yes, even in real life. So so this kind of stuff will also affect your team and how they gonna act, how they're gonna do in the next battle you send them. Maybe they just don't trust you anymore as their manager, and you were so horrible that you made everybody lose their heads, and they're gonna.
Yeah, I had that in real life as well. It's fun. And like for like gaming time wise, looking at that, like when do you expect to have like a beta version ready or a playable thing? What should we expect there?
Okay, so that's the big question, eh? So no, we want to have the finished the open beta version in the beginning of the second quarter of 2022.
Yeah,
that's where we're aiming. We do plan to launch several of closed betas and alphas, just to with certain elements, just to get all the comments and the feedbacks from the community. We think it's very important. If we have a community, why not make it the test group?
Yeah, makes sense.
But we are looking at around March, something like that. Just
cool.
I'm trying to be careful here, but that's the.
No, I completely get it. Like it depends on a lot of things. I get that. And also, like we there are going to be like we are going to see zombie squirrels in the game, right?
That's up to you.
Well, of course.
I'm passing the question to the host. Right. Yes. So really, I think one of the more exciting element is to really you can expand your universe more, to make the borders wider than your imagination, your ideas, incorporate others. And when we ran into you guys and talk a little bit, and it was an obvious match. So we do need to see how we're going to go about it. So it's up to both of us. But for sure, you're going to see some zombie squirrels like coming out of the ground of the arena and doing nasty things to
cool, man.
Our Galaxiators.
Yeah, we all want to see that in the most gory, nasty way possible. Yeah, like in a gladiator sense, not in a different nasty sense. So, very important.
Yeah, you must tame your squirrels. Yeah.
And so your main focus right now, I assume, is like getting the 11 races sort of outlined and out there over the next few weeks, I assume.
That's what takes most of the time.
Yeah.
But I also lead the art team behind the game. And even though, as I said, now it's more programming, soon you're gonna have to catch up and just start to work on the art itself. We did start it, but we just made them some mock-ups so they can work with. But again, as we don't have all the races, we can't go all the way with the art. We can't not finalized yet. So, but yeah, for your question, it's making those races out and making them as badass as possible.
Obviously. And like, is there, like, lore-wise, you mentioned that part of it is like how many are they gonna take on the transport ships to or from their home planets? I haven't delved deeply into the two races of my own Galaxiators that I have, but is there like a plan to give them some sort of background, like how their planet looks like or what they're like? Is that a thing that is on the map?
Yes, if you go to our website and you will see at the top we have a
Oh, I
little
see.
map about the colony, and you will see the stars. Okay, every time we drop a new race, you will see its home planet.
Yeah.
If you click on it, you will get a sneak preview of how it's look and the description of
Oh, yeah.
of that planet. So
I
it's
see.
something we do. We want to develop it further in the future,
Yeah.
but as for now, that's
Awesome.
what you should expect with each race.
I hadn't noticed
We got
actually, but that's right. If you go to Galaxiators.com, there's the planets, and if you click on it, it shows you a little description. I didn't notice that. That's cool.
Yes, most people don't, but
Nice.
yes, we need maybe to point it out more.
And like, for like you mentioned that the gameplay and getting that balance, etc., soaks up a lot of time, and like I can imagine that like we may or may not be working on a game as well, and I may or may not have noticed how much time that takes. So that you know it sucks up a lot, but like there is a lot of material that you can get inspiration from, and if you look at IMX as a chain, it makes a lot of sense to do gaming stuff on there, just because of the fact that it's like it doesn't have the retarded transaction cost for every transaction out there. But is there like, have you thought or considered integrating like other collections into your universe in some way or shape?
You mean other tokens? Yes, we do. We also, like in your project, we talk with other project about it. We do want to incorporate and even perhaps make our game as to platform that
Yeah.
other project can take this arena and
Yeah.
put and make their own, like and perhaps
Yeah, no,
you can even make it.
True.
Yes.
Like I definitely, I think that makes sense. Like I've talked about this before in previous AMAs where I think it makes a lot of sense for players to create like a base game or a base platform and then offer the option of integration to like either existing or upcoming collections, because it makes a lot more sense because you can sort of consolidate resources, right? I mean, you're going through this right now, and you had some relevant experience in that world. But if you're let's say if you're like purely an artist and you want to get into the NFT space, it's a big deal to even get to the point where you can launch your collection, let alone like launch your own game, do all the stuff that comes with that. That's a whole different level of complexity.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's only natural. That's what every project it does create something. I wouldn't say new, but like create this platform should spread and think how we can grow it and grow other projects. So yeah, that's we have a lot of questions about it from other projects. Can we put our tokens inside your arena and such? So it makes us all the time think and play with this idea. Nothing concrete yet, but I think we are going to get there and not too far in the future.
It makes sense to think in that direction. And like for you, because you mentioned that this, I assume it soaks up most or all of your time. Is this now your full-time thing, or do you even have a real life aside from NFTs?
I have family. I did have a job before I started, but I had to let it go. Really getting bored. Yes. Tell me about it.
Yeah.
So no, it's a full time. You can do it. I at least in such a big project, you can do it half the time. I wanted to do it, part time. I said do it in the night in between other stuff, but as I started, I just saw that it wasn't.
Yeah, it doesn't work out that way.
No, especially with the pace that everything goes here, because you have to adapt. Even when you're making a game and you have this goal that you set a month, something new will come up. New suggestions, new limits, something goes. You have to. So now you have to be full on board with it. I don't know how you guys go about it. And if you have
it's an hour a week or something, maybe 2 hours a week, and then I'm done.
Oh my god, really? Can we trade projects? Is that possible?
Yeah, sure. No, but I think people will notice. Like we sound like almost the same, but there's a slight difference.
Really?
I'm not sure, but I think people will notice if we change places.
No, but I'm still waiting to see your artwork. That will be that will make me say yes or no.
Yeah. Well,
right. So
yeah, I think that'll be a no.
It's more than a full thing, because even if you do something else, you just think about it the whole day. I don't know. It's like my wife just hates it. She started, well, yeah, it's a good idea. Go with it. I want to support you. And now I don't want to hear about your gladiators. I don't want.
Yeah, better to just get rid of her.
No. I'm thinking we should open. I spoke with. I think also with you. We should open a server.
Yeah.
A Discord server just for the wives and the girlfriends. Put them all there.
Yeah.
Maybe, let's just throw it there. Maybe give them some airdrops so they'll be happy and just.
No, I sold my wife in the dip, unfortunately. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
How much did you get? Sorry, I don't know if it's
6 ETH.
Questions.
I got 6 ETH, but when ETH was cheap, so I'm in profit now.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I know.
I got into too late. Yeah.
No, but I'm probably gonna buy a different one soon. So, but she's gonna be in the metaverse.
Genesis 2, eh?
Yeah, but she's gonna be like in the metaverse, so she's gonna be like a digital wife. It's much better.
Oh man, that's brilliant.
Like on my digital yacht, and I'll be a big deal in the metaverse. Let's see, anything else on my list? Yeah, what like to draw it to a concrete close for people listening in, and like I'll be editing somewhat and then also posting it on YouTube, etc. If someone listens in, what do you want them to do?
Go out to the sunlight. No. Right. Let me look at the. No, it's all our. I know everybody here, so no. Just go on our website, check it out. Even if you're not into gaming, just drop us a comment, because we are new to this space, like the NFTs, where I got the game developers. I'm coming from the film and animation industry, but we really want to get a good sense of how, like, the more people we meet, the more people we talk with, those who are supportive or not, just open our minds and make us better with each day. So just come check us out. No obligation, no string attached.
Cool. And the site is Galaxiators.com. And you also have the link to the Discord server on there, right?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, cool. And then tomorrow is like the drop 1 on IMX, and like when will people be able to mint tomorrow as well, or will that be later?
No, only the pre-sale people will be able to mint, and most of them already minted on layer 1 on Ether. So so that's day just for the last few who didn't. So it's gonna be, but on Saturday it's gonna start, and we're gonna have around 600 tokens available from that drop.
Cool.
And Saturday at 8 p.m. GMT UTC UK time. That's when it all starts, and have no idea how long it will last, but
awesome, man.
yes.
Yeah. So in general, like for I like anyone that goes to the site and like checks out the collection can see that it looks amazing. Usually I say it looks amazing compared to most like NFT projects, but I don't even have to add that disclaimer here. It just looks great in general. Super pumped about the upcoming game. I think that is going to be awesome.
Thank you so much.
And I think it's a great move going to IMX also for the future that you're foreseeing.
No doubt. Yeah.
And in general, I would definitely, judging by the talent that you have and the stuff that you can do, I would definitely look into doing like the live drawings, etc. I think that will be really cool.
Yeah, I will follow you. I will come if you do that.
Yeah,
go for it.
We can do like a drawing contest, like me against you. We'll make you look better.
Or maybe we can, I'll start and you'll finish it, and then we'll make it into a race.
Yeah, that'll be
hybrid.
That'll be amazing.
Abomination. Yeah,
yeah, I think people really want that. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'll accommodate it.
Maybe we'll make the 11th race.
I'll max mint it.
Let's do the 11th race that way. So that's 50% you, 50% me, and you'll get like the most beautiful ugly NFT in the world probably.
Okay, just leave the boobs to me. Okay, so True will mint it.
Yes. Yeah, that's a deal. All right. Let's see. Anything else you'd like to add?
Guys, it's been fun.
Cool.
Really, I was so scared about it, especially speaking in English.
No, you did fine, man.
But
I think that most people, or like all people, completely got what you're trying to say, and also like your work sort of speaks for itself. I just think it makes sense to to give these sorts of things a podium, because like every day I see projects like popping off either and they either look like crap or the people behind it are crap. So it's always nice to talk to people that aren't crap like you, that have a project that isn't crap like yours. So.
I love the description. That's gonna put it on LinkedIn.
Yeah,
not crap.
Make that a tagline. Like, we are not crap. You'll sell out.
For sure.
All right, man. No, let's leave it at that. So if you're interested in the collection, go to Galaxiators.com. Look at their stuff. It's incredible, and you'll be seeing the zombie squirrels in that world as well. So and join their Discord. It's a fun place, and who knows, maybe you'll run into me as well. Usually you won't, so it'll be a safe place. But every once in a while, I'm on there.
Guys, thank you so much.
Okay.
It's been fun, and
no problem.
See you around.
Nice talking to you, man.
Yeah, really appreciate you coming on here.
Agree.
Thank you, Jimmy.
All right, let's close off with that. Thanks for listening, and we'll talk soon.
Good night. Bye,
man.
Cheers.